So what you're gonna do is get this centered, and then you want to pre-drill the holes. You can use this as a template. Then from there, you can use the inner holes to mount the license plate. Hey babe, come here for a second. Tell me what you think of this.
Where are you?
In the garage. So I was telling the people on the video about
my car.
just drilling the holes here.
You trying to get divorced today?
All right, taking the X3 to get the PPF done. Her car needs to go to get PPF'd, and I'm not able to do it on the day that they had an appointment, so she's going to take it tomorrow, but she needs a way to get back home, so I'm leaving the X5 at the Lifestyle Motors, who's doing the PPF, and then when she drops her car off, the X5 will already be there. She take the key and then she can just pick it up from there. So that's how we're going to play it out. Oh, you can tell in this, it looks like that inner light is on, like where the high beam would be. It's hard to tell here. I'm trying to get a good picture. It's not really showing up on the camera, but yeah, I'm going to get a better look at nighttime. But it looks like that inner light has a subtle accent lighting. I'm not sure what it'd be. And here we are, a Lifestyle. Lexi's car. See this light? Maybe it's just a little eyeball in there reflecting. I don't know. Hard to tell, but it looks like that light is on. So, leave the X5 here. Hopefully they don't tow it away or anything. I should call them first thing in the morning so they know. It's all set. Here's the.
Are you ready to go?
Here's the Lexi. Hey, babe. Oh yeah, safety first. Sorry, car. So we're riding the X3. All right, let's see how fast this thing can go. Just kidding.
I'm about to throw that thing out the sunroof. Thought you wanted pie.
I want pie, yes.
Alright, then put your phone away, let's go.
Alright, well, we're doing our Thanksgiving a few days late because I was on call, so go home, get some apple pie. And ice cream, right?
Yeah.
It really is a smooth transition when it does the start-stop. This we're gonna do tent, because I'm feeling like we're in a what's the word for glass bottle, fish bowl, yes. That corner light. saying this mirror doesn't dim.
Oh, I thought you said the rear view.
Yeah, only this one and your driver's side mirror dims. All right, so the car's ready. Doing the after hours pickup. So, yes, I did pay for it. And I went partial, and I added the headlights in there too. I feel like that was all you really needed. I hit the cold start on this car. Hey.
Huh.
How you feel? Back in your car again?
It's easier to get in and out of, that's for damn sure.
All right. I'll see you home then.
Okay.
All right. Love you. All right. So we're back. We're here in front of the BMW X3. Did the PPF. If you saw, obviously I talked about I did the partial. Had different reasons. There are some other things I want to do to the vehicle, and like I said, I'm trying to budget in a certain amount of money for that, and I'm trying to stay within budget, but inflation is a thing, and also I'm in the Bay Area, and those prices tend to be higher. So if you're watching this, your prices may vary depending on your location. But I did go with the partial for the amount of driving that Lexi does and where she drives. Having the extra coverage up here wasn't going to do anything other than having just better aesthetics. Now you're looking at the video and I'm looking at it here. I can't really see a line that's really close, or I'm looking for it. But yes, there is a line there, and I'm sure that over time, once the car gets dirty, and you probably would see a definite line. But we did partial on her last car. If you're a long time viewer of the channel, you'll know that she had a Lexus IS350 F Sport. We did the PPF on her car before she moved here to California, and I believe the cost was $600 for the front. Now, of course, that was back in 2017, 2018, but I can imagine prices going up that much more, and I believe the full would have been $1,200. So here in California, especially the Bay Area, that $600 is going to get you maybe some headlights, if maybe just a front bumper. But to get the partial, and it's just, I've called around multiple places, I've seen the prices. Some places are charging me extra to do the headlights. They're charging me another $400-500 to add the headlights in. Some places want to do, only did, whatever, and I didn't want to transport the car a long distance like I did with the Civic. I did PPF on the Civic, and if you remember the video, I also did partial as well on this car. Hasn't bothered me too much on this car. Only thing that bothered me is some places that don't have PPF, or is the one that got damaged, which I'll show later. So why do you want PPF? Why would I want this? Is because especially here in this area, again, I keep talking about this area, but rock chips is a thing, and it seems like no matter how far you can stay from everyone, the roads here, the highways here are dirty. I-80s dirty, 680s dirty, these back roads, and we're so congested here that it's not like it is out east where I can just kind of stay in the right lane away from everybody and keep my distance. We're in traffic, or if I'm far away, you'll get someone that'll come in, and I've had people change lanes, cut right in front of me, and as they come over, they're crossing over the white line, they're kicking up rocks, and I've had stuff hit the windshield and paint. And almost inevitable you're gonna get something. So at least get the main contact areas covered. And like I said, the back of the mirrors is another thing, and we go from there. Other plans that we'll have with it is, like I said, I'm gonna do the ceramic tint. It gets hot here. I'm gonna do Xpel, probably the XR Plus, and then I'll probably do the windshield as well with that. And then next plan is to get ceramic coating out. I used to do it myself, but baby's coming and everything else, I'm running out of time. If you notice, you can probably tell the DIYs, I haven't been doing as much because the time what I'm doing. I'm just kind of filming real quick, doing a quick edit, and then I'm gone. Now with the X5, I still need to do rear diff, which is something I want to do. Still need to do the brake rotors on it. All right, now before you guys get my comment section and be like, "Whoa, you can find a BMW, you can afford a BMW, but you can't afford the $1,000, additional for the PPF." Hold on. Okay, there's a reason why I chose partial, mainly because the car isn't driven no more than like 3,000 miles a year. It doesn't really hit the highway as much, and second of all, this is not like a car that I would be taking to people, like for example, I'm at a Cars and Coffee and there's a line there. Not that I really don't think it's that big of a deal anyway. I don't think people are gonna look at it like, "Oh man, dude, you went with the partial? Oh man, yeah, I would definitely, no, most of the time, I think if you're going to see rock chip, you're going to see rock chip as opposed to no rock chip. Line, I can't even notice is there. But second of all, they're aesthetically, that's what it really comes down to. Do I want to see the line, or I don't want to see the line? And I was like, you know what, the line's going to be there. Even the shop even make me aware that there's going to be a line, and that's okay. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'd rather use the money for something else, like the window tint, ceramic coating. But I don't think there's any added value, especially for trading later, because I did the full PPF on the Mercedes. The Mercedes had full hood, full fenders, and I believe it was like $2,500, and it wasn't like I got that money back. Obviously, when you get the car appraised, it appraises like any car without PPF. And I think maybe there's some difference if there's some wear and tear for our rock chips, but I think it was one of those things like, great, the car has it, doesn't, okay, it doesn't matter. Either way, we're still paying you. Oh, great, you did it. It's almost like having a house for solar. If you got solar panels in your house, the new buyer is gonna love it, but at the same time it's not gonna really draw anybody extra that will make them pick your car, or your house over someone else's house. Makes sense. Most people care about the other things like the features and the color and everything else, like the kitchen, the houses, things like that. But yeah, just a personal choice. It's not like a permanent decision, but I don't think it's, like I said, to me, it's not a big deal. Yeah, to each your own, I guess. But yeah, I've been perfectly happy with the partial I did on the Civic. And just haven't had any issues there. I just think the main contact points is where it's key. As long as you get that covered, it's good. I'm sure Matt from Obsessed Garage may disagree with me, but he's also Obsessed Garage, and he's Obsessed Garage for a reason. I'm gonna tell you why some of the PPF bothers me on some of this car, because look here. And this happened literally in 1 week. We had so much dirt, but obviously PPF didn't hit here. You can see here in these black plastic areas, I've had some indentations. I don't know how it hit the plastic here. So the PPF stopped right there. And then of course rock hits right below that. Have a couple of little chips right there. A little annoying that where I got, and then of course my first paint chip where the PPF comes along the side. Actually, where does it go? Oh, so it doesn't make the turn. It comes around on the edge here, and this is where the edge it stops. So nothing comes up here until. Interesting. I feel like I should have had something here, but yeah, there was nothing here. So yeah, only the one I got was, of course I got a paint chip here. So yeah, that's another thing. But I haven't had anything to go beyond the hood. Nothing here that seemed to go just the way that their aerodynamics most cars is, you know, like you don't think about. But then this car doesn't have PPF, and you see there's just a couple of rock chips that, you know, right there. This comes from some of my track days, unfortunately. But yeah, I imagine the tent's going to be probably about $600-700. They were going with the high-end ceramic. I'm gonna try to call around and see what I can get the best price for, and then I imagine the ceramic coating. I don't know. I may do it myself, but I noticed one thing between the professional products and then the ones the consumer grade products is I noticed a difference in actual coating itself as far as durability and just the way that, I don't know why, it just feels the professional coating just looks better, and I'm assuming it is because it's probably less forgiving, you know, than the consumer grade. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Thanks for watching. Next video is going to be installing car seat, so you will see how the car seat fits.